Hey guys, I'm Arda with ESPN Esports. You can catch the Rift Rewind every single Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on Twitch, the ESPN app, YouTube, and Twitter. Every single week, we have a team of very smart 200 IQ, 5-head, big-brained people that come together. Not actually physically, it's by email or Slack, but they come together and they make the power rankings. And here they are, G2 at number 1. No surprise to anybody. Gen.G, who many say won the offseason in the LCK, are in the 2nd position. How about Dragon X, flying high so far in the LCK at number 3? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let's focus on number 4 there, Cloud9. Yes, they are the toast of the town in the LCS, but still we say, they cannot top our power rankings. They are nestled in 4th.
Yeah, I think that's fine. G2 is in a much tougher region overall. We don't have enough data, I think, to throw an LCK team up at the top just yet.
Kwilinski in chat, by the way, says it's bold to place C9 4th. It's only 3 weeks.
Bold. I mean,
bold. What do you think?
He's saying it's bold to place the C9 there, but not bold to place G2 there in number 1. Like, yeah, we know.
A lot of flaming here. Look at this one. Airt1 says C9 4th. They'd barely make playoffs in LEC or LCK.
Interesting. Well, this is week to week. Look at their power rankings. We're not looking at if they would beat each other in playoffs just yet. But, I think you can make an argument that Cloud9 belongs in that tier right now. At 6-0, fastest games in the LCS. They're crushing everyone. They're playing suffocating League of Legends, like I said. I've only given up 9 towers. The entire split so far. As the LCK moves on, I guarantee you, you will see more LCKs move past Cloud9. That's just the way the works. Just the way the world works. It's LPL, LCK, EU, and then LCS. But we don't have LPL right now because of the unfortunate coronavirus outbreak. So LCK and G2 Esports is really what you're going to see at the top. I mean, the rest of the power rankings have a couple of good mix of teams. Team Liquid at 10, or 8,
so here's
sorry.
6 to 10, or 6 to 8.
Sorry, so T1, I agree, with 7. They had a loss against Hama Life. Fnatic at 6, I still think that they're pretty
How do you
strong.
think they looked? How do you think T1 looked? They did lose against Hama Life there.
The game that I did get to watch, their first game where Roach was pretty, in game 1, he had really good positioning on his set. And I think Tyler is absolutely right. When T1 plays with a top laner, a solid one-person top laner, not swapping out between 1 or 2 or testing things out, T1 will look really, really good. So I'm excited to see how they mold Roach moving forward and seeing if they can make him that stable, solid person in top.
I think Team Liquid moves up from the 8th position. I truly believe Broxa joining the team. Maybe it might take more than a week.
But that's next week.
But we're going to see, yes,
week.
And that's why I'm saying they're going to move up from 8th position.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's my prediction. You can let us know in the chat where you think Team Liquid will end up or where these other teams will end up.
I actually don't think Team Liquid should be in the top 10 right now.
Why not?
At 2 and 3, look how far they have fallen. Look how the mighty have fallen. Teams
come on. How can you say that? It's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Come on. They don't even have their full roster.
Week to week. These are about the power rankings for this week. And at a 2 and 3 record, with a convincing loss against Dignitas, you're going to tell me that they belong in the top 10? I'd rather see TSM in the top 10 over Team Liquid right now.
Let me tell you something.
You tell me something.
The reason they're in that position is because even with the roster they have now, they would still be favored over most teams in the LCS on paper.
Yeah, the LCS on paper, but
that's where they play.
Yeah, but this is the global power rankings. The global power rankings. I think Rogue could give Team Liquid a run for their money right now.
Come on, Rogue could give C9 a run for their money.
Exactly, but Rogue is in the out of the top 10. I'm saying Team Liquid should be swapped out. I don't believe that they're in top 10 form right now this week. Put Broxa in there, see how he does, then we can talk Team Liquid back in the top 10.
This is going to be Team Liquid. They're just going to do this right here. They're going to grab some rocks and climb.
Thank you, Mr. Broxa. Everyone's going to be on their backs.
That's what they're going to do. Broxa. already in great shape.
I'm sure I'm
Across the pond.
I'm sure I'm making a lot of people mad in chat about that, but it doesn't really.
So be it.
It doesn't make sense to me, and I love all of our rankers, our analysts, and the people who write for the power rankings. I often edit them and do all those lovely publishings for them, but on this one, not too certain.
G2 seemed very calm. Listening to them in post-match interviews, it sounds like they're a well-oiled machine, as they should be. They've been playing together for quite a while now, as a team, as a unit. They have achieved success together. They have gone to Worlds together. They were 3 games away from winning Worlds. We all know this. But this season in particular, it just feels, even with the role swap between Caps and Perks, it seems like they, even in times of what would seemingly be despair, particularly the early game, right, where G2 often get behind. Maybe they lose a couple Dragons. Maybe they lose Baron. Or maybe they give up Baron. But still, they find a way to win. Have you ever seen mid-game play like you've seen from G2?
It's immaculate, almost. It really is. And even despite the Soraka pick, the Rogue G2 match might have gotten a little bit closer. I do believe that Rogue had the upper hand in some of the things that they were trying to do. They made really great plays. They picked good team fights. Everything was just erased from the Soraka, though. That said, when G2 turns on the Jets, no one can catch them. No one's even close. For some reason, whether it's mechanical skill, team cohesion, and them performing as a unit, maybe they just are leagues ahead of everyone else in the LEC, and it's 2 through 6 is just left to fight amongst themselves. Whatever it may be, G2 Esports is probably one of the best team fighting teams in the world, and that's probably why we put them at number 1, or one of the reasons. You could pick a lot of reasons. Give me a dartboard, I'll throw it.
A lot of people
don't
would
put Soraka on there.
I know, you don't like Soraka, we get it. A lot of people would put Origin at number 2, especially in the offseason. A lot of people said that Origin won the offseason in the LEC in terms of teams not being G2. G2 didn't need to do anything, but Origin really buffed the roster going into the 2020 season, and many say, you know what? If there is a team that could contest G2, it is them.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I think it's between Origin, Rogue. Maybe an upcoming Mad Lions can get some redemption after that first loss. But Origin is interesting. Everyone always say like, oh, Origin won the offseason. I'm like, no, G2 won the offseason. They didn't make any moves. They didn't do anything, and they're better for it. All they did was make Perks go back to the mid lane in his kingdom, and they gave the bottom lane to Caps. And it seems to be working out for them just fine.